Welcome to Mondays with Mira. And we have a lovely book today. We have First Mothers, written by Beverly Gherman and illustrated by Julie Downing. And both of them are friends, and I happen to know a little bit about the backstory with this, that it took them, I think, 6 years to put this book together, which is a pretty exceptional book. It's a non-fiction, and can you guess what it's about? Yeah, you got it, Presidential First Mothers. And it's very funny. It's very, tons and tons and tons of research. And I'm going to talk a little about the ingenious illustrations. I mean, there's a ton of text in here. But the challenge in doing a picture book, especially these days, is you need minimal text. And if you have text, you need to integrate it in a way that makes it look minimal. So some of the devices that Julie did is she's got her holding up a poster. America's founding father, George Washington, leads patriots to victory. And then over here on each page she has the biographical data. And then she borrows from Maurice Sendak to do these little cartoon elements to tell stories within the book. So it's very, very cleverly done. The text is also really beautifully done as well. And here it starts with number 1, the first mother, Mary Ball Washington. George Washington's mother had a difficult life. She became an orphan at 12 and a widow at 35. Her losses made her a terrible warrior. She worried that her children would drown or fall from a horse or go hungry. She worried that George would get ill if he went to boarding school in England, or that he would go down with his ship in the King's Navy. Yet despite her fears for her children, she never seemed pleased with their success. No matter how much George accomplished, Mary never told him she was proud of him. She was happy only when he married a wealthy widow, Martha Custis. Now he wouldn't need his mother's money. And let's see if I can... Mama, I know my ABCs, but can you read? I've become a surveyor. Are you getting paid well? I'm the new president. Well, it's not king. My picture is on the dollar bill. What is on the 5? George's friends respected him even if his mother did not. He was honest, handsome, and a great military leader. He was elected president of the new country. Mary was not impressed. And here she is. She's not a happy mom. Poor George. So here we go. Number 2, the determined mother, Susanna Boylston Adams. And so have a look at this. And so it's really fabulously done. And look at the color that she's used. Julie is a mistress at watercolor, or a master. It's awful, the whole sexism thing with language, but there it is. And so it goes through all the presidents. I mean, what an epic amount of research. And look at the calligraphy that she would have had to do to make these little letters up here, and to do all the different things, all the different elements that she's done so beautifully. Here's another one. These little framed inserts of factual information that are presented in a way that makes them very entertaining, and that you don't even notice that it's really just more factual information. It becomes art. And that's what a good illustrator does. Andrew Jackson's The Brave Mother. Andrew Jackson's mother came to America hoping to improve her life. Betty and her husband were linen weavers from Ireland. Unfortunately, her husband died while Betty was pregnant with her 3rd son. She named him Andrew after the father he never knew. Betty expected Andrew to become a minister, but he was more interested in running and riding. It's very snappy, elegant text, beautifully designed. I don't know if Julie designed it or the designer at Clarion did the design work with the text, but it's beautifully done. And it goes all the way here. Sometimes she manages to get four mothers in one double spread. There's a lot of presidents' mothers to deal with in a book like this. So when you think about it, in the, 1776 that it was founded. I hope I got that right. Just beautifully done. And it's, she's employing these different framing devices, which I think is a very smart way to go. So here's another funny one. Number 16, The Strong Mother, Nancy Hanks Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln's mother was good at many things. Nancy was a fine seamstress and had a beautiful singing voice. She read the Bible to the children, taught them to read, and treated them with sweetness. Abe's father did not believe in education, but his mother insisted that Abe and his sister go to school. They walked 9 miles each way to get there. Nancy was strong and had been a wrestler in her early life. She out-wrestled many of the men in her town. Grateful for his education, Abraham carried a book with him wherever he went and always said, "God bless my mother. All I am or ever hope to be, I owe to her." She died when he was 9 years old. Oh, that's really tragic, isn't it? But, look at that really charming illustration of Mom wrestling, and I imagine she's wrestling the father right there, and we see the famous log cabin, and all these sort of leitmotifs of Abraham Lincoln's life. And so the book goes all the way to the 44th first mother. And can you guess whose mom that is? Well, judging by the little biracial boy at the bottom, that's a real big clue. So I'm not going to give any more away. I'm just going to talk about a few other things. We've got the hero image with the moms in each double spread that is just features a single mom. Here she is, the hero image, and then everything else serves that hero image. So it gives us a real nice dramatic perspective. And then we've got these fun little cartoon elements that tell yet another story within the story. And then I spoke earlier about how Julia's used framing elements, and then the cover itself uses framing elements by having actual frames around the first mothers with this American seal icon as wallpaper in the background. And then the different frames reflect the different periods and the different cultures. And it's just very, very cleverly done. And then the title is done as if it was a needlepoint canvas. So it's just a wonderful book. I think it's brilliant on just about every level. It's brilliantly written, brilliantly researched. This double spread is just on this side, it's the bibliography of all the research sources. And then on this side, it's all the acknowledgements, all the people that helped to make this book. And 6 years, and 2 people going back and forth together, creating, literally it was really a true partnership, co-creating this extraordinary book. So I hope you'll get it for your kids or your school library or even your own research in terms of how to write exemplary nonfiction and how to illustrate it as well. Bye from Mira, and I just want to say thank you, Julie Downing, thank you, Bev Gherman, and thank you, Clarion Books, for publishing this absolutely wonderful book. Bye.